Hello and welcome back to another exciting level of this tutorial. Um, so we're halfway through the game now. Since we just started Thermal Base right now, we're basically halfway done with it. There's only 6 more stages after Thermal Base. So if you are still with me up to this point, you know, you're almost there. So anyways, enough about that. This is Thermal Base. This is going to be probably the very first really challenging level. There is going to be a number of vital skips and glitches that we are going to do that are mandatory. And they are not easy. So some of these can actually end your run if you don't do them properly within a couple of attempts. So we're just going to get right into it in the play along here right away. So here we go. This is going to be Thermal Base. So the very first thing you're going to notice that Lilac's actually on a elevator. You're actually going to hold right because there's going to be a box. We need to just barely tap it and collect all of the crystals. Okay? Like that. Collect all the crystals. Okay, we need all of these crystals just to have enough energy because that guy's going to show up. We want to do a boost on the opposite of this guy. If you start hitting while boosting, you're going to lose a couple friends, which again, loses a couple, you know, fractions of seconds. We don't want that. Boom. Once you boost, you notice that in the background we have this, like, kind of underwater, and this glass ceiling or glass walls are there. And they're showing the outside. Eventually, there's going to be a solid color wall. Once you start seeing that, it's like an indicator to do a jump down kick. So we're going to keep going. There it is. So you see where that window is? We're going to do a jump down kick roughly around there, and it should get us onto the next platform. Like that. Boom. Alright, so now we're going to hit a series of doors, and stop right in between the 2 doors. You're going to do another jump down kick. Okay? This leads us down here, and then we're just going to hop up. I did a little too late there, but if you do it all right, she should maintain almost all of her momentum. So I was kind of messed up, just hit it a little bit too late. Okay, we're going to hit this. We're going to keep going right here. Alright, and then this guy's going to show up. Once he shows up, you're going to do a top right boost off of him. He like literally right on top. This is like the one instance where you want to hit him here. It should guarantee we're going to basically glaze him. It's a glaze. Just blaze through it. Yeah, he's like a donut glaze now. That might be a little too early. Alright, we're good. So once we get here, so yeah, usually it has a pretty good margin of success. You can do a little bit of after him, a little bit before him, but if you're too far off or you completely miss him, you're just going to bonk the ceiling or you're going to bonk the one of the steps up there. So once we get up here, you're just going to do a down kick. If I could do the down kick, it's supposedly supposed to maintain your momentum when you do that, but yeah, don't worry, I'll get it right eventually. And then you can see this key. This is one of the features of this stage is they're going to be locked doors and you need keys to open up the doors. So you can actually get this key without going on that platform. If you get Lilac's head just high enough, she'll actually collect the key. So you can just do like a very minor hop, like that. And that should get us and open the door. Once this door is open, we're going to see this. Now this guy, he won't hit you if you keep moving right and jump past him. There's going to be like a corner. It goes as far as right, and there should be like a corner we want to go. And we're going to boost top left. Like that. See how he doesn't hit you? Alright, so this is the very first hard part. If you did everything right, these are on global cycles or stage side. It doesn't really matter because this is all the first screen. These pillars that go up and then move left. If you did everything kind of right, they're always going to be doing the same thing. They're going to appear in the same pattern. You want to get to the very far end of this screen to get to the last pillar. And we're going to do a glitch there. So we get there real fast. Screwed up. Yeah, these can get a little tricky if you're not used to them. Really just kind of hop through it. Oh, and then I missed it. So I missed the potential first cycle. That was basically it right there. But if you do everything right, you can get on that pillar before it starts going left. You can start doing this glitch here. Now, this glitch is, you see the pillar at the top? They're actually coming down as well as coming up from the bottom. The pillar at the top, if you jump in a very precise location, you will actually, because it's trying to, you remember how like, what is it, Relic Maze, like how when you pull the switch on the second screen and it causes like the room to change, like you can go up and down and because the pillars at the top and bottom are moving, and then if you pull the switch and then jump towards that pillar that's trying to drop down, it's going to kind of push you through the pillar kind of thing. It's the same concept here, but it's much more tight. So the bottom pillar, there's two acceptable pillars that can do this particular glitch. I'm gonna make a save state right here, actually. Where's my trainer? Save state right here. All right, there's called the lower pillar, which will give you a good global cycle, and an upper pillar, which gives you a bad global cycle. The upper pillar is known as the half cycle. What do I mean by good and bad cycle? There is actually a lava, like a little pipe that spews lava, and that is actually on a global cycle. And the only way you can get past that, guaranteed, is to get the good cycle. You cannot get a half cycle. It needs to be a good cycle. And I think it's like every 7 or 13 seconds it resets. It's crazy. So, and these pipes actually operate on a similar time scale. It's like every 7 or 8 seconds you will get another chance at the correct cycle or something like that. Anyways, you want the low pillar for the good cycle, but in reality, for most running instances, you can kind of wing it and just pray you get the good cycle, which is not really good for world records on this individual level, but for full game runs, it doesn't hurt to attempt it. But you do want to get either cycle, and I'll show you what the low pillar looks like. The low pillar, is going to be this guy. This is called the low pillar. This right here is the high pillar. Oh, sorry, that's not it. There, that's the high pillar. So that's the high pillar, and on the high pillar, we'll give you always like the half cycle. So those are your two opportunities to get this glitch. Now, where are you supposed to be? Well, here's where you're supposed to be. Right there. See, to the inch to the right of Lilac's nose, there's this like very dark space, and then you see this protruding line and this like foreground space coming out. Roughly around this spot, you can trigger it. On the lower pillar, you must be higher. On the high pillar cycle, so low pillar cycle, you have to must be higher, and then you spin up. On low pillar cycle, you do not have to be as high, but you still have to spin up. So here, we should be roughly around here, and then we're going to tell Lilac to cycle out. I might be too... Oops, I missed it just by 8. There's the low pillar, which I missed. Oh, I missed that cycle. So we're back to the high pillar. So you can tell it's not really necessarily easy. There it is. So if you do it right, Lilac will kind of just phase to the ground. That was the high pillar. I want to show you what the low pillar looks like. High pillar is actually, I find, a lot easier than the lower pillar. People have, are different for each pillar. Oops, I don't want that one. Here it is. This is the low pillar. This one you have to be much higher. Oh, so that's what happens if you're too far to the right, she gets pushed off to the right. But if you're too far to the left, she just doesn't cause the zip. I'll get one last shot here before I'll just move on. Here we go. Oh, missed it. One more shot. I know I can show you guys what the low pillar looks like. Ah, come on. One more. I promise I can do this. As you can tell, it's not easy to get this right. Sometimes it'll take multiple tries. Oop, I forgot to jump. Hey, I got for another chance. There we go. There it is. So, it can be a little challenging because the pillars are constantly moving and you need to be in precise locations at all times. That's why you kind of see me going left to right, trying to nail that one precise location. If it's taking you a minute of the level run to get to this point, you may want to be definitely practicing this. Ideally, you want to get somewhere between 30 to 50 seconds. Ideally, if you get 45 seconds, that's still, I consider that pretty good. But ideally, you want to get this on the first shot or somewhere between the first to 3 shots. So there's that. So once you get up here, though, you will just do a boost to the top right and then come back down. Simple as that. Once you go off this screen, wait, I gotta be careful. Okay, this is not the screen. I'm thinking of a different screen. But once you get in here, though, you see in the background, there's that like pipe structure out in the sea. Tell Lilac to jump right next to it and boost. Now clear all of that. Come down. I like to hit that guy once, and you're gonna go right, left, right. The reason why is you want to be on this platform. Now, once you get on this platform, I have a tendency to pause buffer, so I know what the platform's location is. With this platform, if it is going up and you jump, Lilac for some reason will jump really high. If it's low, she won't jump very high. So when this is up, we can kind of glide across, hop, and then wait, hop. The reason why on that specifically last one, when it's going up and you do that, she will actually get enough height to just jump up here. And once we get up here, we can just boost right and ignore this guy who has a tendency to hit you. And just boost across, hit the springs, make sure you do a cyclone off that spring, and then land here and get this. Once we get this, now health management is kind of important here. Because as long as you're full health, you will get, there's 2 more health icons before you climb the ladder back up. Because remember, you did see that there was a key card inserter there. We do want to put a key card in there, but we also want to boost around that point. I'll show you guys where that is. But having health when you get those 2 extra health there does give you more energy, which makes it faster to get out of that segment. Jump up, boost left, and there we go. Push the button. So you know, I was saying like, oh, those health, this is where it will come into play. The 2 health, knock this guy out, and now we have full health. Getting that gem also. You're going to boost right once you put that in. As soon as you put in, just roll left, but boost right. This way, you make sure you get that in. And once it's in, you're going to keep going until there. We're going to basically, as we fall off, we're going to do a die kick left. Like that. And then as soon as she comes up, die kick down. And then die kick again. Like that. In quick succession. Once you get past this, you're going to hold right, and then tell Lilac to slow down. This is the box room. This is another glitch a major glitch that we're going to do, but unlike the pillar glitch, the box glitch is significantly easier. So let Lilac fall. See this particular box. The first one. This one, she's looking up at it. We're going to bonk it. And we're going to keep bonking it until... Come on. There we go. Until that happens. It kind of zipped, which is good. So once it's zipped, we're going to punch, and then we're going to go up, and then tap it. And then boost. For whatever reason, if you just nudge that box, it zips Lilac for whatever reason. It's 100% success rate. It's very easy to do. So don't worry about, like, oh, it's so hard. The hardest part is actually getting up there without destroying the box. You destroy that box, you have to reset, or you do the whole stage, which is really bad. Anyways, we're going to keep going. Just be 1, 2, what's it? 2, there. Oh, that was the 3rd one. You're supposed to down kick right there. I still made it. There's 3 icon things at the bottom, like the part of the ceiling. You count 3, and then do a down kick on the 3rd one. You should be able to clear that without having to think about it. And then we get to here. This is that screen I just jumped off of is a fade out screen. You can fade out here. If I was going fast enough, you can fade out there. If only I was going fast enough, we'll try that again. Yeah, so speed is very important for that one. That is true, some fade out screens, you have to have a certain amount of speed to trigger it. And this is, I believe, the first level you're really going to start seeing that. Although it does exist on the very first stage, the very first screen, but you know, that one's like not prominent because, oh, you hit the spring. I mean, you should always be hitting the spring. But this one, yeah, I believe on this stage there's 2 of them that are, wow, get up there. That are like that. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I counted 1 too many early. Wow, there's 4. I never realized there was 4 there. Alright, let's try that 4 count then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm such a bad person. Okay, so now we're going fast enough to trigger the fade out. There we go. Now we got the fade out. So now that we had that fade out, thank God, what you're going to do is you're going to go a little bit right, because usually your energy is not 100%. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I like to go a little bit right, and then come back left, and then roll right. Like that. Just to make sure I have enough energy and enough space, because as soon as she comes out of her roll, you're going to do a down kick. And this allows you to skip over these enemies. Like that. Alright, once we reach the edge of this platform, we're going to do a down kick and cyclone across. Like that. A down up cyclone, just like you saw. Alright, then we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep doing down kicks. And we're going to do basically the squid boss. The mini boss here. Alright, there's the platform. Down kick. Down kick. And there it is. Once you get the squid here, immediately boost going top left. There you go. If you do all that correctly, that's the quick squid kill. And it's important to get this right. It really is for the whole lava cycles and everything. So once you get that done, collect this. You run past them. Once you get to the slope, jump up. And then boost immediately. That's a little too high for me, but I boosted a little too high. But if you boost just a little bit lower, I'll show you what it looks like. If you boost just a little lower instead of going as high as I did. I'd say I'll just like doing it again. Squid, get out here. You do something like that, do a little bit farther away or not as high, you should be able to clear it just like that. Put this guy out of the way, take him out. Alright, so this is it. This is going to be the lava skip. Here we go. So I think I only get 1 shot at this. So I'm going to try doing a safe state right here. Checkpoint, save. Alright, so To do this skip, you're gonna touch this elevator, and then we're gonna keep pause buffer. The second you see this, where it starts transitioning because it's gonna be like fire down here. The second it starts transitioning like this, or you start seeing that background change, immediately boost right. Oh, damn it. Try that again. Okay, good. That's why I wanted to do this. Okay, we go. Wait for the transition. Don't be touching that wall. I accidentally touched the wall. And you boost. That's how you get the lava skip. Now that only works. This whole thing, what I just did here, only works if you got the first pillar correct on the first try, way back on the first screen, and you got everything else correct. It's like a mix of you have to get everything right. But of course, you notice how I did that first time? Like, it was alarming that the fire was coming down. I probably would not have made that boost. I probably would have failed. It is possible that you can just wait and then boost. Perfectly fine. I mean, but you're not going to always get it. But here I got it, but because when you reload, it's going to give you the perfect cycle anytime, because I'm using the trainer. But keep in mind, the only way you can guarantee you'll get past this is getting that first pillar correct. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot whether it works or it doesn't work. That's one thing that makes this level very mind-boggling and very annoying to do at IL, world record levels. Anyways, we're gonna fight this boss. It's very easy. Just do an uppercut, down kick, whack, 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 jump, boost, whack, 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 whack. That's the boss in a nutshell. And then do a high uppercut. Wow. Wow, let me do that again. There is a quick kill there, and I feel like so bad that I didn't get it there. Yeah, that was a little late. As you can tell, that's why it's so important to get it almost immediately. Alright, try one last time. High uppercut down. Whack, 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 whack. Boost. And whack, 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 whack. Alright, here we go. High uppercut down, spin, punch. If you do a high uppercut down, spin, and then punch, you should get a quick kill like that. Unlike the first attempt where you don't do the high uppercut, it is mandatory to do that high uppercut, by the way, to get that quick kill. Otherwise, you have to just pray you whack him enough, unfortunately. Make sure you're... Then, as soon as he dies and starts falling off screen, notice how I did a hop forward? Even though I am going to hit the spikes, it doesn't trigger that I hit the spikes, but it will teleport me a few frames forward, so watch. Also, you notice I'm holding right boost. See how it put me a little forward? That's what it's supposed to do. Down spin, drop kick. Beautiful. Just down spin, drop kick. And once you get here, I do a thing like that. The reason why I do that is to make sure I have enough energy entering this next room. So I'm gonna come in. There we go. So you notice how I have full energy now? It's because you want to boost almost immediately. Because, let me save a state here. Because you want to avoid... See that platform? You want to avoid hitting that. And sometimes you don't have enough energy and you boost a little late, you'll hit that platform, lose all of your momentum. You're gonna keep going. Drop kick across. Down spin off. Down spin off of that. If you did it correctly, you should down spin off of that. So what ends up happening, that gets thrown off out of whack. So try that again. That's a tricky one sometimes. There we go. And as long as you hold right and you do that, you should latch onto that. And you can just kind of jump off of it. Get past these guys, spring off of that, and boost. You saw how that there was like that little corner of that? As long as you're near that corner and then do the boost, you should always be able to clear this with no problem. Otherwise, you might get an awkward angle. Push the button. Right. So, a cool thing about these buttons, these flashy buttons, which by the way, you step on, they blow up. They're actually sloped when you go on top of them and go off of them. So, remember the whole slope thing? Yeah, you can abuse it here too. It's a little tough to get it, but you can get it. Drop kick. Notice how I'm pause buff? Oh, wow. Let me do that again, just so I can show you guys why I'm pause buffering there. Oops. Oh, no. Yeah, I do want to show you guys why I was pause buffering there. There is a legit reason, I swear. Okay, that. Okay. Make a quick save state here. Okay. So what I was doing there is... Oh dear. It's a good thing I saved the state there. The reason why I was doing that... Okay. As soon as you see that, you can just know to do that. That's why. And once you get over there, down kick going left, right. That makes sure that you avoid all the ladder, everything, and you can get here. Once you get here, hold down right and boost, and follow through. Alright. Remember, again, as soon as you go up a slope, you jump, you kind of like lowers your jump height. But here, it's going to kind of like screw up your jump a little bit, and we want that because we need to conserve enough energy. So jump off of that, that's going to push you like that, and then knock that fire shield out. Boost. Okay. Do normal hops. It took me forever to realize you're just supposed to do normal hops here. So just hop. Oops, I messed it up. You're just supposed to hop, hop, hop. That's it. And once you get hit in between those two generators, boost forward. And then you're good. Alright. There is a fade out on this door. It's a little wonky though. So we're going to just go with it here. You do need that fire shield still. If you don't have that fire shield, you might get hit and it might screw up everything on this next room. So make sure. Now this, once again, yeah, this fade out is a little wonky. So I like to make sure it's a little bit darker than normal, because I think it's like the first screen. It's a little bit based on speed, a little bit based on luck. So that's why I get a little afraid of this fade out, but it can be done. There we go. There's your fade out. All right. In this room, there is crushers constantly crushing the ground. And it starts as soon as you enter this room. So everything we do is already on the clock. If we do everything perfectly in this room, you will get past the crusher. You make one mistake, the crusher has a very good chance of killing you. If it kills you, it teleports you to the start of the screen. So you have to be very careful and make sure you practice this room a lot, because it's very important to get everything correct. So what you're going to do is hop. Oop. I have failed already. Yeah, I failed already, so I'm great at this game. Alright, here we go. Hop, hop, drop, kick down, boost. Drop, follow the slope. Alright. Now, there is 2 ways to do this next supplement. I'm going to show you both ways. I recommend you do this first way first. Wow. This first way, because is a lot easier and a lot scarier. A lot less scarier, my bad. The other way is a lot more scarier, trust me. You're gonna follow this down and jump off. Alright? Then you're going to kind of flow right here. And you can flow right down here. Follow it until you reach the edge of this. And then boost going down like that. Oops, I fucked up. I screwed up! I heard it screwed up. Everything's out of whack. Try that again. Actually, to be honest, I can't really remember this. Oops. Try that again. I'm not sure why I'm having a lot of trouble with this one particular. I may have to addendum it because I'm really dumb right now. Let me put a save state here so we can just avoid all of that constantly as I'm trying to remember how to do this. This is actually technically an old strat. We don't really necessarily do this one anymore. There we go. You just boost left, that's why. I was boosting in the corner for whatever reason. As long as you boost left right at the edge of that. Wow, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, like, blank out. It's just I haven't done this one in a long time. Down kick, like that. If you do that correctly, you can just kind of follow through. Keep down kicking. Make sure Lilac's walking as much as possible. And once you get here, jump, boost, and pray to God that doesn't happen. So is what happens if everything gets screwed up. Okay, I was wrong. It doesn't teleport you to the start, but you lose all the water. And there's no water, it's very difficult to do this whole screen fast. And it just screws everything up. So you need to have that water. Because now what you can't do now is you can't get to the top of this. You have to do a high uppercut and then boost across. It kind of screws everything up. That's why it's imperative you don't die. We'll go back to the current frame here. So this resets everything. So that is the... I don't have the fire shield now. Alright, so if you don't have the fire shield, you can just do that, which is a way to avoid getting hit by those guys. Alright, so let me show you again one last time. Boost like that, and then down kick like that, and you're good. The problem with this is you don't know what cycle you're gonna get, which really sucks. And there's a chance that still happens. So it gets kind of infuriating. So I used to come up with a really neat system. If you notice, I've spawned over here. If you get killed by the third crusher, you will spawn in a safe location, which is good. But you have to get past the first 2. Now, There is a method I used to have used that does allow you to kind of get past all that, the crusher, and all that BS that you just saw. At least more reliably get it, and oh wow. You still have to kind of get everything right though, unfortunately. Here we go. Oh, I screwed that up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to actually get it right, and I'm not used to doing this older way anymore. So, which is why you're seeing me take like multiple times. Wow, this is getting annoying. I should have that fire shield anyways. This is me being really bad right now. As you can tell, this is not one of my stronger levels. You're kind of seeing it live why. It's a very precise level. So here we go. There we go. I did it again. I don't think it's gonna work if I do that way. So I apologize for the constant restarting because it's just such a tight tap that it's literally down to like the fraction of a second doing this method. There we go. Boost. Come down. Alright. So here we go. I call it the 2-second wait method. So once you get up here, stop, check the timer. So here it's like 19.2. We're gonna wait until about 21.2. Alright. And jump and boost now. There we go. So what that did, when you do the 2-second wait, if you get everything right and you do the 2-second wait, it basically, I think it crushes every 5 seconds, I believe. It's about every like 5 or so seconds. But when you get down to that point, it's like you're at like 2.5 or whatever seconds left till it crushes. By doing a 2-second wait, you can get boost as soon as it just crushed or is about to crush. And then by the time you're on screen where the crushers are, it has already crushed and risen, or it just crushed as soon as you're coming in and it misses you. That's why I came up with that 2-second rule. It's pretty reliable, but you still gotta be very careful. So that was the old way, how we used to do it. Now, the new way. So here we go. The new way is 100% success rate, assuming I don't fall down. It's the same concept, you still have to be very perfect. But instead of doing all that extra stuff, you're gonna get here. As soon as you get here, you can do a boost and hold down the jump. Oh, it's not gonna work now, but boost, hold down the jump, and then hold down the what is it? Right down. Okay. Well, now it won't work because I paused, but as long as you do that, it's gonna kind of clear this, and you can hit these pipes. We'll call this the pipe glitch, the water pipe glitch, and she's gonna phase through it. And as long as I hold as soon as she starts phasing, remember how like you enter any, background, foreground, whatever thing, it kind of pushes you up. As long as you jump, actually, it's gonna push Lilac down. It's not just to kind of phase through this and get on the other side. So I'm gonna show you without pausing because I can't pause here because that will screw up my water movement. Here we go. Boost, hold down. There it is. That is the water pipe glitch. It is with that setup, it's like a 90% success rate. Sometimes it just won't go through. But if you do it, you can cut across, kind of kick down, and this is guaranteed to work now, no matter what. Because it's always on. As you can see, it would have worked if I made the jump, but it gets you on the correct cycle 100% of the time. Which is why this is the preferred method now. But it's incredibly dangerous. Because, I will show you why, if you mess up that pipe glitch, which can happen, because it's not perfect with this setup, what will happen is you're stuck, and you have to do the whole thing normally. Oh, see? Now you're stuck between 2 points, and now you're completely off cycle, and you have to go all the way up, pull the switch. You have to do it the level normal. We don't want to do that. There is a backup, and if you go to the corner of this, and down kick like that, you can hopefully get the right subpixel and do that. Hopefully. It's like a 1 in 10 chance or something like that, like 1 in 8. It takes a couple tries to eventually get it. But now I'm completely off cycle, so if I go attempt this, I am going to get crushed by that. But I got lucky. Notice how I did a glide there? That is very important. It just allows you to kind of skip everything. And then you can kind of fall. I'm going to continue the level, by the way. We're done with that. Alright, we're gonna go up. Okay. So once you get here, you see that little pipe, the little tunnel, we're gonna do a boost like that. Collect it, get that, and then push that in. I'm gonna go over here. These are the boxes. Just jump right and boost left. That should lead you right here. We're gonna do a down kick here. In between these two enemies, we're gonna do another down kick. Hold right. Once you get here, do a ground cyclone and jump off this little loop. There you go. We're just making shortcuts at that point. And then there's gonna be a spring and just do a down kick. Like that. Alright. Get to see one of my fun strats. Alright, this is one of my favorite strats in the game. Earth Shield, get the current state 2, save. Alright, so this is my favorite strat. You remember the brain damage strat I told you guys about during the initial tutorials? This is the one instance we get to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump up and keep bonking the wall. So jump up, bonk. This is the brain damage strat. After the third bonk, you're gonna immediately do a cyclone and then bonk again. We do this because there's gonna be a hole, and if you boost into the hole, you just lose all of your energy. Like that, and then on the fourth one, you just bonk at an angle, and then you're good. Okay, as long as the elevator has not hit the top, this particular fade out skill will always work just like Relic Maze, for whatever reason. See? Once you get enough energy, boost, and then dive kick. Notice how I went left. Very important. This is going to be the boss. As soon as she's left, she's going to be facing left. Now, during this whole cutscene, Lilac can still be controlled. But what we're going to do is tell Lilac to go tap it right so she's not facing right. Hold up, and as soon as he comes up, we're going to do an uppercut, down kick, spin punch. There we go. First phase done already. And you didn't do anything. Get Lilac to this particular line. You see those lines on it. Have her left foot touch it, and she's being perfectly safe. I like to pause buffer just to know where he is, and then do the same thing. And then boost. This time you are going to boost, always to the top right. I like going top right. You can go top left. It's perfectly fine. You need to do that boost just to finish him off. Get Lilac's foot here. This is going to be a very long cutscene. You can toy around. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just as long as you're not getting hit or whatever. Once it passes over, you can come down and go in the same spot. See where it comes up. You want him to, if you want him to spawn on the right. If he spawns left, you might be in some trouble because it's a little harder to hit him. But if he spawns right, easy kill, and then you're done. The boss is really easy compared to the rest of the stage. It's like trivial. It really is. With him out of the way, and really that's it. I mean, it's funny. Like the level is so many complicated tricks, but the boss is so trivial. Alright, so that was the whole level. Let's see it all together, why don't we? So here we go. This is going to be the full run of Thermal Base now. So once again, hold right, hit the box, pick everything up, boost past them, wait till the transition, down kick, pop. Still didn't get it. Curse me. There we go, boost across, down kick off, slide hop, missed it. Yeah, everything is very important. Every little mistake you could potentially make does affect how this happens. So we want to get here as quickly as we can. Here we go, this is it. And I missed it. I was a little too far to the right. Oh, I went a little too far. You saw how I kind of jilted right a little bit right before I got into it. So come on, can we get it? Nope, a little too far to the right still. There we go, there we go, got it. So 45 seconds, that's okay. Honestly, I missed a couple. It took me, what, 5 tries? Don't worry if you don't get it immediately, but practice. Get out of the way. There that's going down. I didn't get a cycle on those. It's fine. It is important to get all those crystals. Make sure you have enough energy to get across this. Oops. I boosted a little too early there. Here we go. Here comes the boxes. There we go. Get across. There we go. Oh no, I missed the jump. I didn't get the good old perfect squid, unfortunately. Oh well. I fell short. No. Now, see, at this point, I'm so off. I'm just gonna basically crapshoot it, and we got it on a crapshoot. That's very dangerous to do that on a crapshoot, because you don't know where the pattern on that is if you don't get everything right. Okay, get ready for the high uppercut. Got him. Once he goes up, oh, I got hit a little too early. I should still be on that platform. Nope, I got knocked back, unfortunately. That stinks. It's gonna take that much longer now to clear this whole gap. Oops, a little too early. Alright, we're gonna do an uppercut just to conserve energy a little bit. Make sure I have enough energy. Got it. There we go. Just kind of move through these guys. There we go. Get across. Boost. Don't forget to hop off this one. That pipe in general. Oops. I didn't hold the jump button enough there. That was my fault. Hop. Hop. Hoppity hop hop hop. Pretend you're Tigger when you're doing it. Just hop hop hop. We're gonna go for the dangerous one. There we go. Saw how late I did that? Again, it's very dangerous to do a fade out on that door. It's a little unusual. I'm gonna do the pipe glitch here. Oh, I did a little too early, so I'm gonna go for the backup. This is very dangerous here. As you can tell, you know how many times I'm attempting it. It's just 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 10 attempts here will it actually succeed. So I'm completely off cycle now. So this is why this pipe glitch is very dangerous, but it's very good if you can get it. Can we get it? Come on. There it is, got it. Alright. I shouldn't have boosted though. That was an incorrect boost. So if I know I'm not going to get it, I'm just going to wait here and then go boost. This way I'm guaranteed to get across and not accidentally hit things and get killed after all that. Yeah, that's a safe way of just getting past the crusher. Oh wow. I boosted a little too high. If you boost high like that, that kind of happens. That guy will actually destroy that crystal. Fun fact. There we go. Brain damage. 2, 3, cyclone. 1, that's 4, and then come up. And we're safe. Alright. So after a really bad water clip there, this is gonna be a terrible time. There we go, he's out of the picture. Alright. Make sure we see where he spawns. This time he spawns left this time. Yeah, this can be an awful time, mostly because I did bad on the pillar, and I did really bad on the water skip there. Alright, and he's gonna come down. Which side does he come up? Right, that's good. There he's gone. So 5 minutes is not a great time. It's actually technically a poor time. Could always be better. Oh, I didn't get it. It's not necessarily a great time. What you really want to be looking... Okay, I didn't see Lilac do that before. She kind of spurted out. What you want to be looking for is you want to be looking... I mean, for you guys, you should be looking around for that time I just got, which is like 5 minutes. It's technically not a very good time. What you really want to be getting is try to start getting those 4:30s, those sub 5 minutes, like 4:30 or 4:15, and get as close as you can to 4 minutes. Because once you start getting under 4, that's where the really good times are. That requires a lot of very tight movement and very precise cycles. Alright? So this is going to be a very difficult stage. You have to practice all those mandatory skips and glitches. Don't forget, yeah, you saw the water pipe, like, oh my god, that's so difficult, I can't believe, no, the guy who's teaching me can't even get it. Like, so don't worry about that. Don't forget, there is an alternative. It's a little bit slower, but it's just as good. Okay? So don't forget about that. It's much easier to do, not as scary, but there's a lot of mandatory glitches. Make sure you practice. This is one of the first really hard stages you're going to really encounter. Most of these high-end runners don't even like this level because of these glitches and how dependent the cycles are. There's so much they don't like about it, so don't worry if you hate it just as much as they do, because I hate it just as much. Thankfully, this level is going to be out of the way. I will add some quite a bit of addendum material for this, so you can see how some of this proper stuff looks proper, or some alternative stuff, little nice little time savers. But with thermal base out of the way, we get to go into one of my favorite levels that I really used to like, especially, is Pongo Lagoon. This is a very Dragon Valley-esque style, without the BS of Jade Creek, basically. So I really do like this level. It's a very fast-paced level, and I think you're going to enjoy it too when we get to that tutorial. So until then, keep practicing, keep up the good work. Don't forget, you're now over halfway done with the game, so don't give up just yet. You're almost there, so keep it up. Alright, so I'm signing out for now, and I'll see you next time.